Hi, and welcome to Morgan's investment update for January 2022. I'm Andrew Tang, I'm an equity strategist. Well, 2022 is upon us, and we're once again facing some of the challenges with regard to COVID-19. The Omicron variant is upon us, wreaking havoc with supply chains once again. So something for, again, investors to deal with at the start of 2022. We're of the view that moving forward, the pandemic will now move to a more endemic stage. So we'll be talking more about COVID-19 as just living with it. We certainly believe vaccines, and there's the potential for other therapies to actually come across to reduce the severity of COVID-19. And from this point on, we think generally economies will learn to live with the virus as opposed to trying mitigating it and eradicating it. So we think 2022 will be a transitional year. We think this is the year where we start to see monetary policy and fiscal policy, the enormous amount of stimulus that we've seen over the last couple of years to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic, move more to a headwind for the equity market this year. Rates are looking to move upwards, particularly in the US, where the market's pricing about 4 interest rate rises. And historically, when we do see interest rate rises, it does cause a fair amount of disruption for equity markets. So we are cautious as we approach the next point in the cycle where we see interest rates move up. So with that being said, we do think portfolios moving forward need to look a lot different to what they have in the past. In a rising rate environment, you do have to provide some inflation protection in your portfolio. We certainly think those companies that are better equipped to deal with rising inflation and rising costs will be the key winners in 2022. So those with pricing power, those with strong market position, market leaders will certainly benefit from that. And we also think as we look to 2022 and 2023, estimates for a turnaround and recovery in the economy are still very conservative. So we certainly think some of the cyclicals, particularly linked to the commodity cycle, energy and resources, as well as some of the key reopening trades, are big beneficiaries of some of the tailwinds we're likely to see as we approach the second half of this year. So if you need more information about some of how we're positioned going into 2022, our asset allocation, as well as some key stock ideas which benefit from some of the transition that we've been talking about here today, please speak to your Morgan's advisor and they can guide you through that process. But thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.